Now, I want you to think about what a factory can be made of. Thick, reinforced concrete shear walls, heavy steel structured beams, conjugated metal rotting. And to make matters worse, modern buildings actually use low E glass, which contains microscopic metal layer to block heat. That metal layer is actually fantastic for your air conditioning bill, but it acts like a literal mirror to cell signal, bouncing them right back outside. But wait, it actually gets even worse. As we've transitioned heavily into advanced 5G networks, the physics of wireless data travels have changed. So when you're entering a facility with high voltage machinery, massive robotic arms, you are standing in an RF nightmare. The outdoor cell signal is attenuated, meaning it loses its power by anywhere from 20 to 40 decibels before it ever reaches your break room. It's 2026 and the world has shifted completely. Treating cellular connection like a distracting luxury isn't just outdated, it's actively dangerous. Let's look at why the cellular device at work is non-negotiable baseline. If an accident happens on a remote factory floor, every second counts. Workers shouldn't have to sprint a quarter mile to find a landline or search for a supervisor with a two-way radio. Think about the external emergencies. If a worker's family is trying to reach them because a child is sick or an aging parent is in the hospital, a dead zone turns into a massive stressful situation. This is the one thing that drives office and line workers crazy on a daily basis. Every modern enterprise system requires you to type in a code sent to your phone to log into your workstation, log hours, or view safety training. If you don't have cell service, you don't get that text. If you don't get that text, you can't log in. You are literally locked out of doing your job by your company's security protocol. We're in the era of Industry 4.0. Factories aren't just full of people anymore. They're run by autonomous mobile robots, automated forklifts, sensors tracking everything from machine vibration to temperatures. If the network drops, the whole multi-million dollar operation grinds to a halt. So how do you fix this? If you can't tear down a metal roof and you can't change the laws of physics, how do you get 5 bars of 5G next to a blast furnace? Well, companies can no longer rely on the carriers like Verizon or AT&T, T-Mobile to magically resolve the issue for them. These carriers are focused to building outdoor infrastructure. Inside the building, that's on the property owner. Right now, there are three primary ways smart facilities are solving the indoor blackout. Number one, distributed antenna systems. Think of DAS as installing dozens of mini indoor cell towers all over the ceiling of the factory. An antenna on the roof catches the clean signal from the outside world, runs it down through fiber optic cables, and distributes it perfectly throughout the dead zone. It's highly effective, supports all carriers, but it can also be incredibly expensive. Number two, private 5G networks. This is the biggest game changer right now. Massive companies like Tesla and BMW are skipping standard public cellular altogether. Instead, they're build their own private 5G using a shared spectrum like CBRS. Instead of 20 different Wi-Fi routers overlapping and dropping connections as a robot moves across the room, private 5G acts like a unshakable blanket of dedicated coverage. It gives the factory digital connection total control over their security and bandwidth. Number three, smart building wireless amplifiers, next gen boosters, pretty much. For mid-size operations that don't have a multi-million dollar tech budget, hybrid cellular amplifiers have become incredibly sophisticated. They use AI driven scheduling to dynamically boost carrier signals into specific zones of building base on where the workers actually are at any given hour. Bottom line here, cellular connectivity is no longer just a utility like water or electricity. It is a fundamental piece of digital infrastructure. As we push deeper into a world run by real time data, edge computing, and instant communication, companies that refuse to invest fixing their indoor dead zones aren't just hurting employee morale. They're tanking their own efficiency and putting the workplace at a safety risk. If you work in a factory or warehouse, let me know in the comments down below. Does your workplace have a dead zone? How do you handle things like 2FA or getting emergency phone calls? If you found this breakdown interesting, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one.